But if the salt has lost its taste, I like the Amplified Version. It says, in bracket, purpose. Whenever I see the word purpose, I have to pause because God, and I want it to be part of this church. That the word, whenever we hear the word purpose, this rings in our head. Purpose is more important than the thing itself. Do you understand that? You don't? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let me explain it. The purpose of something is more important than the thing. You know, when God said that to me, I've never heard it before. He said that to me. It took me time to understand it. Best way is a cup. I normally use microwave, but let's use a cup. What's the purpose of me having that plastic cup? Now, give me a plastic cup there. Quick, thank you. The purpose of me having this plastic cup is for what? Say it. No trick question here. To water, to carry, contain, to help me drink. Okay. Now let's picture that this cup has a hole down. So the purpose, would that achieve its purpose? So when that happens, what can I do to drink? I could use my hand. So I could still achieve the purpose of the cup if the cup is not working, making drinking more important than the cup. Does that make sense? The purpose of anything, the purpose of the church is more important than the church. The purpose of God creating earth is more important than the earth. The purpose of you existing is more important than you existing. That's what he was saying. If the salt has lost its purpose, of what use is it? Rather than to just trample it, it's of no use, waste it. Because God can still achieve the plan without that tool. That is very important. I want this to stay in our heads in Favour House Church, because whenever you're doing anything, ask yourself, what is the purpose of what I'm doing? And the reason is, this is important, it frees you from being rigid. Because most things you can achieve the same purpose different ways. You know, you could decide, I'm going off script now, just bear with me. You could decide, you know what, we want a church building. And I have one particular church building in my mind. I want it to look like this, I want it to look like that, I want it to look like this. And I say, maybe a church leader, a church pastor, you say, I want it like this, just like that. And everybody else you're leading is saying, hey, pastor, come on. That is just not really practical, it's not going to work, and da. But I'm not listening. Why? Because I just want it this way. I have lost sight of purpose. I should ask myself, what is the purpose of the church in the first place? Why do I need a building? And once those purposes are met, you find that you don't have to always be the one that decides everything. Or it doesn't have to be your way. Always. Praise God.